So what is going on, everybody? My name is Mehul and welcome to your third Angular tutorial. And in this tutorial, I'm just gonna give an overview of the project layout and structure, what Angular CLI has done for us. So in the last tutorial, we installed, actually rather set up a very basic app using Angular CLI. And let's just see basically what this app consists of and how this all is working. So starting from the top, we see something E2E. Now this is end-to-end testing, and we're not gonna go a lot deep into it right now because we do not need that. Then we have the node modules, and then we have the source folder, which is of our interest. Now inside app folder, you will see that you have your component, which is this app component, right? We're just gonna discuss component in a moment. So the CSS file is blank. The HTML file is something which we see on the page itself, but you can see that right now here we are making use of this expression in Angular, which is welcome to title, and this title might have been defined somewhere, right? So yeah, this is pretty much what we were seeing last time on the screen. So this is your HTML file of that component. This is the CSS file, and then we have some TypeScript files here. So if we take a look at this app.component, you can see that our title is app, the variable which is being used here, and then we have defined a component and imported all the necessary stuff. So anyways, so yeah, this is the module file, and we're going to discuss what modules are later on. So inside our assets, we do not have a lot of stuff. Inside environment, you can see that we have environment production and environment .ts files, which is just a simple constant which says production false and production true. So not a lot of interest for these things right now. Then finally, we have our index.html, which is the actual file served to the browser after compilation, which has the title Hello World App, which is the name of our app, right? And then we have this app root tag, which actually is the root of all the application, the full application, and here all the stuff would be put by Angular, right? So main.ts is the main TypeScript file, which is actually compiled by Webpack and Angular to actually produce some relevant JavaScript for the browser. Then again, you can see that we are importing our app module, which is this module or component, you can say right now, from our app folder, and then we are just making use of that. Then we have some shims and polyfills here. We do not need to worry a lot about them right now. It's just for compatibility with all the browsers and all that stuff. Then we have some styles here. As it says, you can add global styles here. So then we have something, this test and all of this karma.js stuff. So we are not gonna touch it right now because it's not a lot useful for us right now. It's used for testing and all that stuff, so we are not going to go into that much right now. Then we have this angular cli.json, which is the Angular internal file, internal JSON settings. We're not gonna touch these ones as well. We're just gonna operate either from command line, or we're gonna directly add code to our components and modules and all that stuff. Then again, we have this karma.config.json file, a JS file. Then we have our package.json file, and you can see that we have a lot of dependencies which Angular needs. Well, that's cool. And developer dependencies as well. So yeah. Then finally, coming down, we have our TypeScript configuration file as usual. And what you can do if you're running Sublime Text only is you can go to package control and write install package here, and you can actually install TypeScript package, which would allow you to enable syntax highlighting for TypeScript. So you can write TypeScript here. In my case, I have already installed it, so the package does not appear as TypeScript name, but for your case, it would be probably 3, and one of them would be just TypeScript. So just go ahead and install that and you'll be good to go. So well, that's all for this one. And in the next tutorial, we're gonna see how to um, get started with things in Angular. So that's all for this one. And if you liked it, then don't forget to subscribe. And thank you for watching. I'll see you then in the next one.